Hey guys, here's your program I'd like you to do for a period of 2 weeks and then check back in with me and we'll find out what we need to add or subtract. The only thing that's missing are abdominals and back insofar as the ones that bend your spine forward and bend them backwards. Aside from that, you'll notice haven't figured out the lighting issues for indoor studio yet. We've been training exclusively outside up till now. But the program's sound aside from that. Enjoy. Okay, so this is how you want to start each session. You foam roll restrictions, sore spots that you already have, and you continue to do so to manage the ones that will creep up throughout your training. After that, you stretch whatever you foam roll. That's the model in phase one, and then you start your training. What you're looking at here, I will email you so you have a hard copy. This phase will be split up into two parts. Part number one will be fast, a series of rotations, squats, and lunges, followed immediately by exercises that you'll be performing slowly. The videos will explain all. Okay, put together a program for you here, and this is an interval training program that you both can do. You can do it at home or you can do it at the gym. So I've really simplified it here so you can use pretty much in any environment here with very limited tools. So that same model that we talked about how you go through phase one, preparing your body, right, through foam rolling and stretching what you foam roll. And then we go through our various phases after that of stability, strength, and power from there. So we're gonna follow the same form, whether you're an athlete or you're just trying to get body beautiful. So our first tool here is our foam roller. Okay, we're gonna start just like this. Foam roller comes down, and you can start in whatever body part you want. This is just a pretty efficient model to start with here. You take a seat on it, right? Sit your butt on it. Cross one leg over, ankle over the knee. Same side arm goes down. That's the side that you're working on, in through your hips basically. Hips, your butt area. And you lean into that side. So right now I'm to the right hip and gluteal area. And I'm going through and I'm just looking for any sore spots or tight spots, right? These we collectively call restrictions, right? We find a sore spot, tender spot, we go, oh, there it is, cool. We try and relax into it as much as we can, hold on it, motionless, about 20-30 seconds, breathe into it. And after that period of time, you move on to find the next spot. Now in the beginning it takes a little bit longer because you're going to take time to familiarize yourself with your body and where all your fun areas are. Then, after you get used to it after a week or so, you know where your spots are and you can just go to those spots. Now, continuing with the hips, I can roll over to the side here and get way up high in the hips. And continuing down, right down through the outer thigh, and also through the IT band area, which goes from hip all the way down to the knee. Now, two directions you can travel on the foam. One is with the length of the muscle, with the fiber, right? We go between joints, here from the hip joint, all the way down to the knee. We also can go cross fiber, and that's where we're gonna roll back and forth. And you'll want to explore both ranges, both forward and back, and rolling side to side. And you're going to want to go slow in the beginning because you're going to want to take time to find those spots that are restricted. If you just kind of blow by, go fast, it's okay. You're going to increase some circulation, but you're going to miss probably a lot of the deeper restrictions that are settled in the lower areas in some of the deeper muscle fibers. Some areas of your body are very thick with many layers of muscle tissue. It takes time to get through them. So from there, you can just roll right over onto your stomach, go through your quads. Same rule applies, guy. Go from joint, hip joint, all the way down to the knee, forward and back. Find your spot. There's one there. I'm going to hold on it. About 20 seconds, motionless, and move on. For here on the quads, it's good to kind of go over one leg at a time as you roll side to side cross fiber. And can you continue on down below the knee in the front too? You bet. You're gonna bend your knees like this. Front support yourself on your hands. The other cool thing I like about the foam is that you have to support your body weight as you do this and manipulate yourself through all these unique positions and all those little stabilizers in all your joints that typically don't get worked out unless you're in a sport like gymnastics or wrestling. You have an opportunity here to work while you're rolling. So from here, we'll turn right over and we'll work the calf, the backside here. And here we're going to be moving from ankle to behind the knee. Now typically when you're working with the extremities, they're light, right? The leg and also the arms down by your hands and your forearms. There's not a lot of weight, which means we need a helper. So we take the one leg, push down on top of the other one, press up, supporting our body weight with our arms, another opportunity to strengthen here, and we move forward. Now the number one mistake I see here always is going too fast. You gotta go slow, especially in the beginning. You need time to kind of push through some of these thick layers of muscle tissue. Depending on what muscle you're working on, you can have many, many layers. You can have 3, 4, 5 layers of muscle tissue you're trying to get through. And if you just go too fast, you're just kind of breezing along like this, moving around like a rolling pin kind of, the value really isn't there. You're gonna get a little bit of circulation, that's fine, but you're not gonna get any of the myofascial release benefits. And that's what you're looking to do in these tight, restricted, sore areas. And here, again, don't forget, go all the way around. You can go to your side of the calf, the back, and also rotate towards the inside as well. Any area is really fair game, guys. Same thing for the hamstrings. We can start off with 2 legs here. If that does it for you, that's cool. And you find your restrictions, you go, all right, that's great. But if not, cross the leg over, push down on it, add a little bit of resistance. Direction of force goes leg down into the foam. Now, again, getting creative. It's your body, giving you the framework for how this works, right? You roll around, find your tender spots, your sore spots, hold on it about 20, 30 seconds, and then move on to the next one. Kind of a search and destroy mission here. As far as the hamstrings go, that's one way to do it, but figure it out. You know what? You might open your legs up a bit like this into a bit of a straddle stretch here and go, hey, you know what? Actually, I can access this pretty good right here, and for me, this kind of does it. You might find this position is a little more challenging. You might go, you know what, if I go into kind of a modified hurdler stretch, maybe I can get into my hamstring here, and if I turn and twist this way, there it is. For me, this works. For you, maybe it doesn't, and you find another way to modify it. Remember, there's the model, and then you have to personalize your approach on it. It's not a one-size-fits-all. And remember, like we talked about, Richie, the thing has no power. So this, just a blunt instrument. It's a tool. And I see a lot of just people hanging onto the foam roller, hanging out on it, not really doing a whole lot with it, thinking that the thing is going to do something for you. How you use it makes all the difference in the world as to whether it's going to be a beneficial tool or not.